Okay, hello. I'm going to be talking about some of the changes which are going to be made for Kromer in the Gauntlet remake. I don't know when it comes out. I'm lazy and I'm playing other games right now. I don't really have much interest in Limbus. Anyways, this is a custom PowerPoint template. I didn't want to edit a video together. I feel like this is much simpler for me to do. So yeah, I'm going to be talking about John and Corp. So, issues with Gauntlet 1 Kromer are the following. She has an evade that staggers you and it also rolls really high. I think it rolls like 21 max and 11 minimum, and it's a negative coin. So that's one of the issues. No gimmick apart from Gaze, which is a really mid gimmick. It's just a free stagger for no reason. There's no way to prevent it or anything. So I think what I would do is make it like a clashable counter, kinda, not really. And so if it doesn't get clashed with, she applies gaze to someone, but if you clash with it and win, then she doesn't apply gaze. But I will make it an unbreakable coin just to keep something from the original Kromer there. It won't apply bleed or anything, it will just be like a normal skill or something, like one bleed count at most. And skills are nearly one to vanilla Limbus. Like, I back then when I was making Gauntlet, making new skills wasn't, I mean, you could, but this is baby's first encounter. Okay, this was the first thing to be made, so it was just put together. Not much thought put into it at all. And the high rolls, which was eventually fixed in the latest version. She has more normalish rolls now, but I am going to make it so she has actually normal rolls instead of just like 16 or whatever she has now. Anyways, the fixes are evade will now roll a 16 max instead of 21, and the stagger will be a conditional. So it's still gonna be a negative coin, but the max value is gonna be 16, and it will roll 11 on heads hit. So no gimmick apart from free stagger. I don't really know how to fix that apart from making it a clashable counter or something like that. Decent rolls, as I said before, and completely remade skills. So she's a Gauntlet thing now instead of just being copy pasted straight from Limbus like a lot of enemies. Some misc changes will be passives regarding end clear and Gauntlet actually being impossible to solo. And now a skill comparison with Vanilla Kromer and the new Kromer, which I'm making for the Gauntlet remake. So here we have Deep Trust, which rolls a 9. It inflicts a massive 6 bleed. I think for season 0, season 1, I don't know. That was a lot, but whatever. And now we have Deep Trust with the Gauntlet remake version. Before use, if user has Fanatic, deal 10 SP damage on use. Coin power plus 1 if target is below 30 SP. Coin power plus 1 for every 5 bleed on the target, max 2. If target's HP is above 50%, deal plus 20% damage. So, here we can see passives. I forgot to include other passives as well. She will no longer have Spiked Bath, and instead, she will deal damage based on target HP. On hit, inflict 3 bleed next turn. If target is below 50% HP, inflict 3 bleed on every other enemy next turn. Most of the bleed she applies is next turn, nothing this turn due to the nails, which is how how the enemies use them. And Corp. Normally these I think apply them in the same turn, I don't know. If target is below 50% HP, inflict 3 bleed on every other enemy next turn. So that's a total of 6 bleed on every sinner. If you're below 50% HP. And if target has 10 plus nails, remove them and inflict 5 fragile and 5 mental fragility. That 5 mental fragility is equivalent to like 15 or 20 SP loss. I don't know. Or 25. I don't really remember. So I might just make it sanity removal outright. I think it's like that because no, I don't want to update Qubit torrent. I am not pirating anything right now. Anyways, as I was saying, what was I saying? Nails. Yeah, mental fragility. The reason it's like that is because I can actually do that vanilla wise, and I wouldn't have to go through modular or something, which I am learning for Gauntlet. Number one modular hater is dead now or something. I don't know. So yeah, here's a little bit of mercy, so you don't get a billion bleed count. Yeah, if you have essentially 10 bleed count every single turn, yeah, it gets removed, and you get 5 fragile and minus 25 SP. And that is every change, like, not much, not really. This is just the basics of it, which will be done for Gauntlet 1 Kromer.